Okay. Hey, welcome to my reaction channel. I'm gonna see what's going on with Verb, and I'm gonna do other reactions relating to topics that I'm now interested in. I just got done recording. I just got done recording a video about Crunchyroll and what's going on there, and we have no other information other than that Sony has it fucked up once again. I'm gonna upload that video today. I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded, but it will be uploaded today. And tomorrow I might be doing a whole bunch of other descriptions of services, like free services and crap. So yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you like it. I have no idea if you might or not. My volume is always down because I'm playing games and I don't like music in games, so I'm a silent gamer. I don't like any music. Like when I'm playing a game, I play it without music on. So yeah. Anyways, here we go.
What's going on, guys? So today I have some actually bad news, and I know on this channel I usually report good news that comes to the anime community, but today, if you're a VRV lover and you pay the $10 a month to get VRV for Funimation and Crunchyroll, you will be deeply saddened that VRV will no longer have Funimation on their website or their app. So the news dropped a couple days ago that Crunchyroll and Funimation will no...
Well, that's a fucking huge ass lie. So, actually, I have the Verb app on my phone right now, and okay. Yeah, you can look at that. I got nothing on there. This is stuff, apps, it's all apps. As the fucking thing loads, hey, how are you guys doing? It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, as you can see. 8:52 when I'm recording this, or whatever. I don't have any money, and I don't have an account because my brother's lazy as shit. Like, you do get a check from YouTube every month, so yeah. So, here's this. So, My Hero Academia is owned by Funimations, correct? Well, here on Verb it says Crunchyroll, and then you see My Hero Academia is on here, but it is made by Funimations. So, what does this mean? Does Funimation go away? Where the fuck is it at this point? And then you got Mob Psycho 100 on here that's also owned by Funimations as well. And you got this, I don't know what this is, you can see it on the screen, that girl in the yellow shirt. And then you got One Punch, also Funimations, and then you have a whole bunch of other Funimations crap on here. So, and HI as well. I wonder if HI has an app, I don't know, I gotta see that later. Anyway, so you see my point here. The Funimations hasn't pulled out of Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll has pulled in the Funimations more and more, so we have no information on how they're getting this or where they're getting this from. But there are some stuff that you can't get on Verb anymore, like Socks and a whole bunch of other animes. They're working on it, so it's not completely dead.
No longer have a partnership, which means VRV will no longer support Funimation on their app because VRV is owned by Crunchyroll. So officially, the partnership will come to an end November 9th of this year, and that means on November 9th, Funimation's app on VRV will no longer be there, and you will no longer be able to watch Funimation dubs on VRV. So a couple of good things actually came out of this, and that is if you're a dub fan, Funimation will start dubbing more anime because they no longer have this partnership with Crunchyroll. They can start doing more dubs of anime that they didn't get to do in the past, and they did a thing where they revived old anime and gave them dubs and brought them to their website. And so that will probably start up in full-fledged again after November, probably early next year we'll see a full influx of new dubs coming, just like it used to be. And if you don't want to pay to get both Crunchyroll and Funimation, if you are dubbed and sub fan, VRV has partnered up with High Dive, and they do dubbed anime kind of like Funimation, and that will be on the VRV website as a channel for now on. So if you do have VRV and you don't want to cancel it for whatever reason, you will still get some dubbed anime on
I want to
VRV.
say this. What the fuck was Sony Animation doing? What the actual fuck? Because I understand Sony Animations doesn't pull out of certain studios and it doesn't pull out of certain stuff. But what the fuck were they thinking of this deal? Oh yeah, let's not earn more money. They realized they could have kept the spider. Oh, fuck you, bro. That's just every fucking time. Why is it on? Why the F is it on now? Whatever. It randomly works whenever it wants to. So I'm gonna say this about what the fuck was Sony thinking? Sony always had to fuck up something, but I didn't think they'd fuck up this bad. Yeah, let's do the My Hero Academia dub and other shit. I'm not saying Funimation's is wrong. What I'm saying is if they pulled out. They pulled out because Sony Animation said they needed to pull out of Crunchyroll. So Crunchyroll just kind of became its own thing, and they kind of created a rival inside of that. And what Sony Animations is planning to do is turn Funimations into its purest description. Now, here's the thing. Why didn't Sony Animation just create a fucking app or a streaming service that they have the rights to? You know, like you have the Spider-Man rights, you have all kinds of rights, correct? So why the fuck did they need to pull out of fucking Crunchyroll for it? That made no sense. And you might be saying this, well, they have fucking Crackle, why don't they just put Funimation shit on that? I don't fucking know, really, because Funimation is owned by Sony and so is Crackle. So many Crackle fans thought we were going to get more animation, like anime and crap. But I still have the Crunchyroll app, and the only anime that's on there is some Marvel shit that was created in like 2012 and 2011. So what the fuck was Sony thinking again? And then to can put more salt on the wounds, they took stuff out of VRV. So Socks the Anime and a whole bunch of other anime shows that you can no longer get on Crunchyroll or VRV. And you think, oh well, Sony Animations might put this on, Crunchyroll so it can be free. No. You think I have a Crunchyroll, I have a Funimation's account where I can watch it for free. But however, they still want me to pay for it. I discarded the app after that because Crunchyroll is completely free and so is Sony Animations. But what the Funimation app does is have you subscribe for free and still want you to pay the subscription service. This is not only telling me that Funimations is doing bad right now on its own as an app, but is also doing bad by itself. So by Sony Animations pulling out from Crunchyroll and having Funimation this by itself, it's not doing so well as it needs to. Now, what do I think this deal did? It was bad in the fucking first place. You should have let fucking Funimation did what it wanted. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck Sony was thinking. So, what does this mean for Funimations now? It's to go back to fucking Crunchyroll or try to disown itself from Sony or Sony should give the rights to Crunchyroll or whoever the fuck who actually knows what they're doing with. And you realize Sony can be bought out by Disney at any fucking time, as well as T-Mobile. So this was not a good plan for Sony. It was just Sony saying fuck you to the anime community 100% of the fucking time. And it has no idea what it's doing either with half of the anime that it owns. Like, you don't know what should get a second season. They don't know what... Like, what the... Sonny, what the hell were you thinking? What the actual are you thinking this whole... Oh, yeah, we're gonna have Funimation to pull out of Crunchyroll when we really don't know what the fuck we're doing. That makes no damn sense to me. That's like Disney owning Pixar saying, oh, Pixar, you can't do this, you can't... See, and that's the good part about Disney. It actually knows what the fuck it needs to do with their characters. Unlike you, Funimation, you don't know what you have to do with your characters. I'm sorry. For Sony, you don't know what the fuck to do with all the rights that you own and have. Heck, the Netflix adaptation of Astro Boy was supposed to happen, but you had no fucking clue what to do with it. And now he's fucking stuck being a dead-ass character thanks to your dumbass. So what the fuck were you thinking exactly? What the fuck were you thinking? And instead of Sony trying to earn more money by going back to it, it's instead trying to be like, no, we're fine on our own when you're really not. And when you really don't know what the fuck you're doing. Outside of a few animes. What happens when My Hero Academia ends? What happens when One Piece ends? You already got Boruto and that shit ended, and you're not giving that thing that second season or nothing. So you're really, really already starting off bad this year, Sony. I'm just gonna say this: you might want to pull back in the Crunchyroll. You might want to pull, but you might want to get Funimation's back in the Crunchyroll. You're all gonna be fucked sideways.
But you won't get the big selection like they had on Funimation, because as you guys know, Funimation is absolutely incredible at having all these dubbed animes and stuff like that for us to watch. But if you're only a sub watcher, this really doesn't pertain to you, because VRV won't change at all. And if you have VRV, then you have Crunchyroll. I mean, if you have Crunchyroll, you won't see a difference in anything. But if you have VRV and you watch dub and sub, then you won't be able to enjoy dubbed and sub on the same website anymore, which is a real bummer for dub fans like myself, who occasionally...
Well, here's the thing. I think Sony Animations realized where they fucked up and it's taken a step back into Crunchyroll with a few select animes that they're using, and Crunchyroll's taking a step back as well, and saying that, oh yeah, this was a dub, but you still gotta work with us because no anime guy can survive on its own. So I think they're taking a step back because, as you saw before earlier in the video, there were dubbed animes and there were subbed animes still on VRV. So I don't really think anything is going to change. I think they're still trying to take a step back and see what Sony Animation needs to stand on, and a whole bunch of other bullcrap. I'm going to do a description on a bunch of stuff next week, because I was supposed to live stream this week, but I didn't because I didn't have enough stuff to stream. I'm gonna do that probably next week as well. But I'm gonna do a description on the streaming services that I have, excepting YouTube TV, because they said I have to be 18. I'm not 18 yet.
Usually watch dub, but mostly watch sub. If the dub is good, then I watch it, but if the sub is really good, then I watch that. So it kind of sucks for VRV fans out there, but there's some good coming out of it as well. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Okay, so you guys already saw his channel name, what he does. So, go subscribe to him. I already left the fucking video. So, I got a lot of videos on the backlog that I'm trying to think of, because I gotta do a dub description, got a live stream, and a whole bunch of other crap that I have to do. And I gotta I gotta upload my backlog. Like, you know, YouTubers have a backlog of what stuff they're supposed to be creating and what stuff is not. Yeah, I got a backlog of that shit that I'm supposed to be creating and reacting to. So that backlog might take a while to upload. Meanwhile, I still got a live stream. And I don't know when the live streams are gonna be. It's whenever I finish my fucking backlogs of shit. But anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and always remember to be cool.